So, okay, so we have few live viewers available right now. So we'll be taking up this session, guys, in a way like we're gonna have a proper conversation with both the sides. Yeah, I will have some pointers to tell it to you people that what could be certain things to be a stress buster. But since this session is about ask me anything, so that is what we would like all the students to keep it that way. Okay. So once again, a very good afternoon, everyone. So Siddhant sir is here to talk about something which every single student who is preparing for CLAT 2026 or maybe some entrance exam like ALET and SLAT, which is going to be there just 2 months around the corner. Okay, and we have entered into the month of October. Okay. So I'm going to take up the questions with all the students, but before that, I would have certain pointers which I've just noted down with myself. So the first and foremost thing which every single student and I have been repetitively been saying, बार बार मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ, that you have to stop thinking about the result, the outcome. Okay. Now when I say stop thinking, it's like I don't have to sit and keep on giving messages to my brain that now you don't have to think, because our brain doesn't work that way. If he'll say don't think about a green apple, your brain will start thinking about a green apple. Okay. So that is what I'm not saying. I would want you to don't bother yourself about the result, because once I start thinking about that, what would be the outcome, I start feeling stress. Right? This is what normally happens. I have taken up in the entire session for the motivational session, which I've already taken up on the YouTube channel. If you guys have not watched that particular part, I would request all the students to please go and see that part. Okay. Before just going forward, a small check by all the viewers right now who's live right now. Am I clearly audible to everyone? Can you please just give me a small confirmation, all of you? Am I clearly audible? Can I just have a small confirmation from everyone? Am I clearly audible? Yes. Thank you so much, Utsav. Okay. So the first thing which I mentioned is don't bother yourself about the result. ठीक है, outcome क्या होने वाला है उसके बारे में bother मत हो. तो सोचना नहीं means that is what I just explicitly wanted, because it has already been stated multiple times by a lot many experts also that if we start thinking about the result, we always end up doing that. तो mock में क्या score होगा? Will I be able to crack CLAT or not? These are the probable things which will going to come in your brain. You have to like, all is well, all is well. Yeah, all is well. Yeah, everything is fine. You have to just continue that process. You have to trust that. I know your mock scores have not been very great. There are few students who have been getting very good mock scores, but still they have been concerned about कि सर मेरे साथ क्या होगा, what will gonna happen in the CLAT. So that is what I think every student is about, and that is what bring up the stress. और उस वजह से I stop performing about it. So जैसे महेंद्र सिंह धोनी ने बताया था कि मैं तो वो जो वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल था, T20 वर्ल्ड कप, द फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड कप विच दे वन अगेंस्ट पाकिस्तान, ही वाज नॉट थिंकिंग अबाउट द रिजल्ट, बिकॉज ही सेड कि अगर मैं उसके बारे में सोचता कि ये कैच पकड़ेगा, ड्रॉप करेगा, जोगिंदर शर्मा बॉलिंग कर पाएंगे नहीं, तो दैट इज व्हाट ही डिडंट थॉट अबाउट इट, एंड दैट्स व्हाई ही केप्ट हिज cool. So this is what we learn from this thing. Okay. So if someone who's saying it to you, or maybe your mentors must have mentioned, please don't think about it. Okay. Second, there is a second most important question which is coming to a lot many students ki, sir, I'm scoring 50, I'm scoring 60, he or she is getting 70, 80, 90 and so on. Okay. I know you have that thought in our education system itself. Our parents have been comparing, our friends have been comparing, we have been comparing our performances with the other one, but this is the time we don't have to bother much about that. Okay. So a lot many things which we have to like let go. ठीक है, it's okay, if he's able to do it, it's okay, छोड़ो, रहने दो, चलता है. ठीक है, I am putting up my efforts. That is what you have to believe, that one thing कि you have to have a very strong belief out of it. ठीक है, तो इसीलिए this is what you have to do for it. ठीक है, तो अपनी मेहनत पे फोकस करो. Try finding out that small gaps which is basically lagging you behind, कि what is the major reason I'm lagging behind, उस पे ज़्यादा focus करो rather than कि what he is getting, what she is getting. क्योंकि when I am a student मैं भी ये करता था, but हमेशा I have to pamper myself कि ठीक है, उसका अलग ट्रेन है, मेरा अलग ट्रेन है यार, the destination is same but we will gonna end up reaching there. Maybe I would have started my study 6 months seriously पहले से चालू किया है, someone has started 1 साल पहले से, but is this the right time? Yes. So the question comes कि सर क्या 2 months में I have been preparing since last 4-5 months or an year or so, but क्या last 2 months में मेरे score level up हो जाएंगे? The answer is yes, yes, yes. It can definitely level up क्योंकि if you'll see all India rank के video, shorts या multiple platforms, so even to our platform also, the common thing by all the rankers, the suggestion they say कि last 2 months में ही उनके score level up हुए. That means this is the deciding factor. Will I be able to level up or not? So the answer is yes. In these last 2 months हो जाएगा. ठीक है. अब ये कैसे होगा उस पे वी विल गोना कम अप विद एन अनदर सेशन ऑन आस्क मी एनीथिंग कि मॉक स्कोर्स को कैसे लेवल अप करना है. बट तभी इफ वी विल गोना कम अप विद दैट सेशन, विल यू कमेंट टू अस एंड लेट अस नो कि हाँ सर दीज आर द मच नीडेड सेशंस राइट नाउ, बिकॉज वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिसाइडेड टू टेक अप मल्टीपल सीरीज ऑन द लाइव प्लेटफॉर्म ऑन द गेट सेट लॉ यूट्यूब चैनल. तो ये होगा, बट you have to comment and let us know कि yes sir we badly need this, so we will going to come up regularly about the mock part. ठीक है. So that is what, yes sir. Raksha has also mentioned stagnancy agi. So stuck in mock, I've already taken up a detailed video. Please watch it on the YouTube channel. Don't worry about it. मैंने इस question का आंसर पहले ही दे दिया था. ठीक है. So बाकी क्या स्कोर कर रहे हैं, मेरा स्कोर अटक गया है, इस पे बॉदर मत हो. You just keep on putting up efforts. But that gap, that explicit gap कि क्यों ये gap हो रहा है, where I'm lagging. So you might be wondering कि sir you might be wondering कि sir मेरे score शायद logical reasoning की वजह से नहीं हो रहा है या legal reasoning, but majority of the students who have came up to me and said कि sir the major problem is time management. We are not managing time right now. That's the biggest problem with the student is doing कि आप exactly mock के time पे you are not actually managing the time to give all time management to the time to the different sections. क्योंकि आप कहीं ना कहीं यू आर लैगिंग बिहाइंड विद कि यू आर पुटिंग अप मोर एफर्ट्स इन क्वांट और यू आर पुटिंग अप मोर एफर्ट्स इन करंट अफेयर्स, बट शायद उसमें 20-25 मिनट्स में बोथ द सेक्शन शुड बी डन. योर मेजर फोकस शुड बी ऑन इंग्लिश लीगल लॉजिकल. So that is where you have to properly balance your time during the mock. This is the most important. Then right now you are stressing more on the mock scores. I know that is the major part, but I would say कि if the stress level is 10, तो 11 stress level होना चाहिए on the practice. मतलब focus has to be more on practice than the scores. But I'll keep on practicing. अब मैं best example बता रहा हूँ. So Get Set Law has made up a very good and I would say the one of the best thing which the Get Set Law has done with their own existing students is the sprint sessions which we planned. And it was not a 1 hour or a 2 hour. It's a proper rigorous 3 hours back-to-back question, 100-150 questions practiced by the students. So during that practice, they were feeling very stressed and it was like, sir, I'm not able to cope up with that. But the moment they have given up that 3 hours, 3.5 hours of session and then they gave the mock, they were like, sir, it was a cakewalk for us. So what happens? That means there was a problem with time management, but when you focused more on stressing more than 2 hours. So this is what actually happened when you go for a mock. So this is a very important suggestion to the students who are saying ki sir we are stuck in a mock, we are not able to get up good marks in the mocks. The main problem is when you sit in a mock, maybe let's say you sit in a mock at 2 p.m. Okay? So you get yourself ready at 1:45 p.m. or 1:50 p.m. This is wrong. Get yourself ready at 1 o'clock or maybe 12:30 p.m. Start solving 30 to 40 questions, warm up your practice and then sit on the main mock. I am 200% sure that this is going to be there. This is going to make your score, make your attempts more. You will not going to drain. I'm not saying give a 2-hour mock and then sit for the main mock. No. So when you have mock on Sundays, maybe like between 2 to 4 p.m. or 12 to 2 p.m., whatever time, or 10 to 12 p.m., whatever is the time it's being given, I would highly recommend to you students ki please give 30-40 minutes a prior practice and write down what's the strategy for this particular mock. So you already have upcoming tests, mocks, CLATs, multiple tests are going to happen in the next 2 months. 7 to 8 mocks are going to be there. Please do this particular part. Even the weekly mocks which you are giving, which you have not taken up earlier, or the old mocks which you have not given it up, उस पे जाके if you'll do it easily, इस पे strategize करिए, it will gonna help. It will going to help. Okay, ठीक है. Next is so not identifying the main reason which I've already covered up कि time management is a problem and that is the reason is the downfall. तो इसका already solution हो गया. Then one last thing which I want all the student to know कि there is not only CLAT which is going to happen. Okay, there is ALET, there is SLAT, there is NMIMS LAT for Narsi Munji, there is Maharashtra CT, there is LNAT UK. There are almost 6 to 7, even CUET, 6 to 7 entrance exams, which will going to help you to get into a college, where after that college you are going to become a lawyer. So at the end of the day, the result is you will going to become a lawyer. You are putting up efforts to make an entry to National Law College, but if for some reason you are not able to make it to that, please don't forget that there are other colleges also. Now this is not a discouragement rather than an encouragement right now. Lot many people say, "Arey yaar, तुमने तो discourage कर दिया, NLU में नहीं जाना." No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying put up efforts. But if those efforts are not turning your way, don't be disheartened. Because if you will become disheartened, you will not be able to crack some another entrance exam. So this is a statement which I want all the students to keep it in mind, that at the end of the day, you will be a great lawyer. That totally depends upon your 5-year journey. It doesn't matter more than to be a lawyer. It matters to be into the national law because that's your dream. But at times, I don't end up getting into something which I wanted. So I had a dream to clear CS. I cleared it up, but ended up teaching students. So that's the real thing which happens. So reality se bhagna nahi, and you guys are more in that context. You always try to be very, very real. The Gen Z is quite that way, right? So that's why don't worry about myself. Okay. So that is what I wanted to put up certain pointers. But now since an Ask Me Anything session, so now I'm gonna go to the questions which the students have asked, and you can multiple throw onto this live chat right now. So I'll take up with the first one, which directly came with Utsav. It says, sir, CLAT में exam hall में fingerprint करने को लिए manage ये है या और manage के लिए left hand नहीं तो signature ही. So it's the signature thing which they happens. I don't think left or right hand का कुछ ऐसा, there is something which happens. Okay, Utsav. So don't worry about that. ओके सो यू से सर प्रोसेस पे फोकस करना है, रिजल्ट के टाइम पता चलना है कि सर मैं यही बोल रहा हूँ खुद को तभी कभी आ जाते. वेरी गुड वेरी गुड वेरी गुड. सो इफ यू आर सीइंग इम्प्रूवमेंट एंड यू आर एबल टू सी कि वट एवर सजेशन वी आर गिविंग यू आर एबल टू फॉलो इट अप, दैट्स वेरी गुड वेरी गुड. ठीक है, मॉक्स में मार्क अच्छे नहीं आ रहे. सो मॉक्स में मार्क तभी अच्छे आएंगे जब आप यू विल गोना पुट अप मोर एफर्ट्स टूवर्ड्स रिगरस प्रैक्टिस. So one is daily practice. You are practicing for 1 hour, it's okay. But if you do rigorous practice for 15 days, like 2 to 3 hours of back-to-back practice, English legal logical के back-to-back passages, pick your previous marks, pick your books, collate like near about 70-80 questions together for 1.5 hour to 2 hours. Do that. It will going to level up. ये एकदम proven fact है, सबके साथ काम आता है. ठीक है. So it's like someone is deciding कि सर मुझे मैराथन रन करना है बट मेरे में स्टैमिना नहीं है. भागो. Just run whatever speed you have, run daily. कहीं ना कहीं after 5-6 days your speed, your stamina is going to increase. This is what is lacking and that's why mocks में marks नहीं आ पा रहे. Conceptual problem है, knowledge problem is there, so you have to study that, but that is what comes to the back part कि analysis करना है. तो analysis तो आप already कर रहे होगे, नहीं किया तो please जाके do it properly. Okay. So Raksha, I've already given an answer to this. Shweta is asking, sir, give some preparation tips. So Shweta, so if I say ki Sunday to Sunday there are mocks happening, try to pick up one mock within a week, or if possible 2 mocks, that would be great. That means in a week from Sunday to Sunday there are total 4 mocks which you are able to write. Right now start with 3, then you can level up to 4 mocks and only analysis, and see where there is a conceptual problem, then study about it. Second thing, for current affairs, all the students, what you have to do is pick your previous mocks, start reading those questions and answers again. For current affairs I'm talking. Okay. For practice part you can pick those mocks also, but for current affairs that is more important. The previous mocks ke check up questions and answers, learn it, and whatever material you have, revise it in the backward orders. Okay. So that is what is being there. So Shweta, I've already made it a point, so I think you must have got the answer. So whosoever is asking that, sir, how to balance SLAT and CLAT preparation? So since CLAT ke basis pe you have already covered up the static part. So in SLAT you just only have to give mocks and check what's the score you are getting. It's only a mindset problem. In CLAT I'm solving 120 question, reading intensive. In SLAT there are 50% less questions, but it's a one-liner based questions only. So that is what you need to do it up. So 60 questions SLAT mein, only the paper pattern. So pick up any one of the mock, online mocks. If you are part of our institute, gets already, you must be having the mocks. But nahi hai to whichever institute you are part of, check up those mocks. Or Telegram pe bhi you can just check up for SLAT free mein mocks. One of the mock you're gonna get it over there, one or two of the mocks. Or you can comment it right now if you don't have the mocks. We'll help you to try provide certain mocks to you people also. Okay. So that is where you can just check up ki one mock I've given and then analyze it. Then you can able to balance it up ki where I'm lagging. क्योंकि current affairs common रहता है, logical analytical reasoning भी common रहता है, English is also common. You don't have to put more stress on SLAT. Okay. What is more important है, after clearing SLAT PI important हो जाता है. तो उसके लिए we'll come up with session later on. ठीक है. Anytime. So whosoever is asking about, sir, should I focus only on studies without distraction? Yes, that's the only solution. Keep away your phones, keep away everything. Only just see when the session is coming up, you just come to our sessions, talk to us, and then go tata bye bye, switch off your phone. Okay. Don't focus on मतलब laptop, Netflix, इसको हटा दो when you feel motivated enough कि once or twice in a week एक बार you can just seat up any of the series or something like motivation लेने के लिए, but not much of your time should, because these are the only 2 months you have right now. Okay. Also, school को please give up कर दो. I know this might be very a negative statement for the students, sir, how we can give up, pre-boards are there, midterms are there, I know, but ये marks कहीं नहीं जोड़ते. These never account for. School might say, principal might say, teachers might say, it doesn't happen. Only what happens is your board exam, but you have to make sure that you clear this entrance exam. Once you have cleared it up, they're gonna greet you with all then माला उन सबसे greet करने वाले. ठीक है. Okay, sir, our IMS marks are compared. Definitely, Shravani, it's the actual paper. It's the actual paper, and the level of IMS marks have surpassed all the other marks in the country, whosoever is giving. So it is the best of the all. So you can just focus onto that. Yeah, so it's very good, 4 to 5 hours a day. So right now, Shravani, if you have started right now, give it a time. You have to give time. Whatever strategy you guys are following it, you have to give 15 to 20 days. That's why I say trust the process. Have self-belief. That is more important. Okay. Okay, so Utsav Singh, if you are asking that in caselets for maths, you are taking up 10 minutes time, that means knowledge is not the problem. The speed calculation is the problem. So speed calculation, already suggestion was given, daily 20-25 minutes of mental calculation पे focus करना पड़ेगा. So it's not about only practicing questions, it's more about the speedy calculation. So ChatGPT का you can make use of it. ChatGPT को suggestion दो कि give me 15 question on speed calculation, which I can do it through my मतलब थोड़ा मेंटल कैलकुलेशन में इट विल गोना हेल्प, तो उससे आप ये कर सकते हो. इट विल गोइंग टू हेल्प यू है ना. 15-20 क्वेश्चन डेली 20-25 मिनट्स में. जस्ट चेक योर स्पीड. रोज करोगे स्लोली स्टेडली, इट विल गोइंग टू हेल्प यू विद दैट. ओके. So if you feel distracted, you have to cut down distractions. Okay, you are motivated, you just give time to yourself. You sit with your teachers, mentors, and just speak out. Okay, and whatever they say, just listen it up and then keep on writing it up. Don't keep on just bothering about कि अरे मेरा तो ये चला गया वो चला गया. Don't focus more on to that. ठीक है, just let go it. So it will going to be there. ये थोड़ा बहुत doubtful, self doubt is multiple चीजें is going to be there. But just follow कि भाई you see yourself and you see your back history. Connect the dots backwards. That is what Steve Jobs have always said. कि life में if you want to grow up in future, see where you were, where you are right now. Just connect those dots. So 6 months before, what you were doing, 6 months now, what you are doing, that is what you have to focus on. Okay. Yes, Raksha, definitely will going to help. Don't worry about that. Okay. Okay. So I've answered all the queries, guys. More questions over there, just bring it on, because we'll be ending up the session in next 1 minute, because we wanted to keep it a very short one, but the more sessions has to be there. Okay. Not the repeated things to be said again and again. Okay. Just last 1 more minute, guys. Okay. So GK backlogs are how to finish it up. It's around 4-5 months. Okay. So let's say that you have 20 topics or 15 topics per month. Okay. Let's keep it for an example. You have to figure out. Okay. Either it is a monthly topic, you have to divide, either it is month wise or topic wise. Either of them you have to identify. Once you have identified, let's say 15 topics for a month is there, how many hours you need to cover up those topics. So let's say you need 2 hours to cover up 5 topics. That means in 6 hours, 15 topics is going to be covered up. Okay. So 1 month, To cover up 1 month topics, 15 topics say for a month, you need 6 hours. Okay. So for previous 6 months, you're gonna need 36 hours. Now divide it in the next 20 days. 36 hours divided by 20 or maybe 15 days, 3 hours daily or 2.5 hours daily, or maybe 2 hours daily, 2 hours 15 minutes daily. So 2 hours 15 minutes daily, backward it will be done. Simple. Got it? अरे मैं आपके करंट अफेयर्स का बैकलॉग की बात कर रहा हूँ, एंड देन यू आर सडनली कमिंग अप विद द क्वेश्चन, हैव यू गॉट इट और नॉट? हैव यू गॉट दिस थिंग करेक्ट और नॉट? यस? Yeah, okay. So if your attempts are stuck at 100 and you want to get to 120, it's a very risky step or a risky suggestion which could be there, ki just keep on marking the answers. No, don't do that. Okay, it totally depends upon the mock to mock basis. Just see after the mock, I could have attempted certain questions or not. So this is a question which have been coming by the students who are getting like single digit ranks with multiple institutes and who are part of us. So they say, sir, we are stuck at 105, 103, how to level it up? So the basic thing level it up is, there are 3 to 4 questions where my instinct stated that I should have went for it and this could have been correct, mark those questions. Okay, that is one. 3 to 5 questions are there. But for the second ones, if your instinct says, I could mark it, but I think it is wrong, don't go for it, because it will be complete blind fluke. That means I am asking you to take up risk for those particular questions where your instinct believed कि शायद ये मुझे mark कर देना चाहिए था. So maybe like 3 to 5 questions, if you got 2 correct and 3 wrong, it's a win-win situation. ठीक है? Because your instinct was anytime positive. But ये तभी instinct आएगा, it is only for the students who scoring more than 95 or 93. I'm not telling about students who are scoring around 50, 60, 70. You don't have to mark answer on instinct, you have to mark answer on the basis of knowledge. But the ones who have surpassed this knowledge thing, please don't leave the questions where you believed कि यार ये मुझे mark कर देना चाहिए था. I should have not left it. Don't give it a second thought. But for the ones जहाँ second thought आ रहा है, please leave those questions. Okay, that's the solution. Yeah, definitely Raksha, it's definitely enough. Try to cover up few topics of Jan Feb also, है ना. March to November is very much important. ठीक है? November उतना नहीं होगा, October is most important. ठीक है? Then slowing legal reasoning. Any trick for slowing legal reasoning? Manish, I'm not getting your question. है? Slowing legal reasoning कैसे होगा? मतलब you want to slow legal reasoning or what? I think I'm not able to understand what your question is. Solving. Trick for solving legal reasoning, the only answer which you already know it is practice daily 40-45 questions at a stretch. Don't just restrict yourself with 30 questions. Solve at least, like take up 2 mocks and solve legal reasoning together. Then in the next 5 days, you have the solution. Okay, you have the, not the solution, you have the result next 5 days. Okay, do this only for 5 days, you will have it. And if you don't, then please drop into the comments. Okay. What should the CLAT scores be now, October, to get into good NLUs? It has to be around 97 to 98 when you talk about good NLUs, or maybe top 3, top 5. 98, 97 plus. Okay. Okay? Chalo. So we'll keep it till here. Still, if anyone who sees this session later on and come up to us, ki sir, we were not able to join that session, don't worry, we'll come up with more sessions like this. And let us know in the comments what would be the time you want this session to be, what particular topic you want the session to be. We're going to be there. Okay. Last question I'm taking it up for Kirti. Legal reasoning, different sections में बहुत difference आ रहे हैं. So Kirti, maybe the point is that I don't know that specific gap which you are encountering, but I'll just, on the basis of the question which you have mentioned, is कि just a second. Yeah, Manish, I'll take up your QT section, so don't worry about it. So if there is a difference in the scores, identify what's the reason why that gap is coming up. Okay. If you're not able to attempt those sections, see where there is a time management problem. If there is a mock specific problem or a conceptual or a knowledge problem, please check that gap and then solve that particular part. If you are not able to do it, then please get in touch with your mentor, your teacher, whosoever, whichever institute you are a part of it. Please discuss it with them. and then you can come up in the next session and then let me know, or maybe you can properly put it right now ki what exactly that gap you are identifying. You are saying ki legal reasoning mein my scores are better but not in the other section, so there could be a small gaps which you are lagging in that particular mock. तो शायद नॉलेज गैप रह रहा है इस वजह से, बिकॉज राइट नाउ आई डोंट नो द स्पेसिफिक, सो माई सजेशन टू यू वोंट बी द कॉन्क्रीट वन. ओके, सो इफ यू कैन बी स्पेसिफिक. ठीक है. No, Manish, no suggestion at all to skip QT section. Please don't keep that in mind. I would recommend one thing: start your mock with QT. Give 15 minutes to 20 minutes to your quant section. I will, matlab, in the next 2 to 3 mocks, your scores will level up. Your QT section is going to be solved. Okay, Manish? To make an entry into top 5, top 6, leaving quant section is not a suggestion. Okay, matlab, CLAT में कौन सेक्शन लीव करना नहीं चाहिए. ठीक है. So Jaideep, I've already given an answer to this. You can't stop overthinking, but you can just make yourself realize कि I know that I'm giving an entrance exam and I should not bother much about the result. Whatever is happening, it's happening. I'm going to put all my efforts. You just keep on repeating that. All is well हो जाएगा. ठीक है. Don't worry about that. Got it, Jaideep? You can't stop overthinking, but you can only keep on saying, yes, I believe, I have trust, I can do it. You have to keep on saying this. Blindly जाके, मतलब you just keep on recording these statements, send message to yourself and just keep on listening to those voice notes and come to these sessions. Like, okay, so ये धीमे धीमे हो जाएगा. Okay. Other sections में सारे बहुत पूरा हो जाता है. So Kirti, again, if there is a sectional problem, then definitely it will be some gap. Either it is time management or the problem with some particular section. So get in touch with your subject expert and mentor. They will help you. Okay. Tell this problem to them. Okay. Chalo. So guys, the overall idea was to keep this session between 15 to 20 minutes. I don't want to keep this session to like a half an hour on, but I already stretched. Okay. So let's keep it till here. If you still have any doubt, any question, you can drop into the comments and let us know. I'm not running away, but we want to restrict this session to lesser time only, so that क्योंकि it will going to stretch for hours, है ना, ये कभी problem solve नहीं होने वाला है. So you want to come in the next session, be specific, drop into the comments, let us know. I'm personally monitoring all the chats. Till then, bye bye, take care. Siddhant sir वापस जल्दी आएंगे. Thank you so much. Okay, bye bye, take care guys. Thank you so much. Have a good day.